Graboids, Shriekers, and Ass Blasters, the Tremors franchise has everything you need. Let's tear up the freaking franchise.
Hey, Brian, I found the ass in.
Oh, no. What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. It's your boy Brad. The Brett man's right over there. We have finally got around to this Patreon request. So sorry, Heather, it took so long, but our Patreon, Heather, Warhead Heather, as you guys know her, requested this video a long time ago, many months ago. We're finally getting
Brad,
around
I was
to
ready like 5 months ago to do this thing, and I was just waiting
Oh,
on
you
you. No, I know. I got Heather. It's me. I apologize for that, and we thank you for your patience. And of all the people, of all the Patreons, we had to do with Heather. Why couldn't it be Brother Flood? Because he would have understood. But Heather, thank you so much for understanding. This video is for you.
Brett, man, freaking, he marathon these sons of bitches, so he's ready to go now,
right,
man. But we're gonna tear him up, man. This is just, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. Before we do that, let's take a look at the tiers. Let's see how it's gonna roll. At the bottom, the worst of this franchise. It's gonna be the ass in, and then next level up is gonna be what the hell's going on, and then 3 right in the middle is gonna be meals ready to eat. That's Bert's MREs, man. They're freaking. It has the essentials, but it's very tasteless. And then, of course, next up, it's ass blasting fun, and then the best of the best is gonna be Perfection Nevada, where Graboids come to die.
Freaking yeah, man. Yeah, and before we begin this, I'm going to put the tier link in the description down below so you all could create your own particular tiers for the Tremors franchise. And without further ado, Brad, I'm going to work some magic. When I snap my fingers, we're going to freaking start and everything's going to appear.
Oh, man, that's freaking exciting, man. We got 7 movies to put in a tier.
Magic man. I'm the magic man.
We call you that dude to the grabber, man. He was a magician as well in the Black Phone, so you got to be careful. All right, man. Let's get this thing started, man. You just want to start at the ass end or the front end?
Oh man, let's always start the freaking. Well, I was going to say the ass end, but come on, man. We got. Yeah, you know what? Let's start with the ass end, man. Let's go ahead and get some of these out of the way here. So let's go with Tremors. Freaking, what is this weird ass movie, man? Like, I can't even explain it. Like, when I was
Shrieker Island,
this, I couldn't. Yeah, Shrieker Island, man, dude. I'll go ahead and just tell you, this movie gives me the shrieks. I'm not even sure why it needed to be created at this point. So honestly, man, I just give this the ass in.
Yeah, I mean, I could. I could meet you there, man. I don't have any issue with that. I liked it okay. I mean, I'm never gonna watch the movie again. First off, spoiler alert. Not that you guys give a shit at this point, but they kill off Bert in this thing, and it's fucking stupid. The way they did that. But you know what? So there that happens, and of course, I did like Richard Brake in the movie, but overall, this movie it's just a miss, man. It's just, they're trying to do too much with it. They don't have the budget, so it's just a bunch of people like in a field shooting guns, and you don't really see any graboids that look real. So yeah.
Man, why do Berts always get the short end of the stick, man, when it comes to these movies and skits?
Yeah, and honestly, that's just not even worth, like, you're not gonna. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's go. All right, moving on up to Tremors.
Moving on. Whatever the hell this movie is too, man. I'll just go ahead and put this movie on the ass end too. Even though I will say it's a little bit more entertaining, but at the same time, it's just like, come on, what are we doing at this point? Why are we ruining a good thing? So I put this on the ass end.
I would as well. Once again, you're not really. Bert automatically gives all these movies a little bit of levity. Like, you can at least sit through and watch and enjoy Bert. But yeah, this movie is, again, they're trying to do too much with a simple project, and they just don't have the money to make it work. And they're doing all these crazy things. There's flying graboids. It all looks ridiculous. So yeah, put it at the ass end.
Oh,
it was cool to go to the snow though.
I do. It really is. I'll give it that. But man, Bert can't do everything in this franchise. But let's go ahead and go with freaking Tremors 5, man. The freaking Bloodlines.
Yeah, pretty much keeping it in the same territory there, man.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, Jamie Kennedy was fun. Like, all 3 of these movies on the ass end here, I'm never going to watch again, man. I watched them the one time, and I was like, this is just, honestly, like, I could go through maybe an hour if they were like an hour long. But they're just all ridiculous, man. And this one, Jamie Kennedy was a fun addition here, but again, seeing Bert like acting like a lion, all naked in a cage and shit was just weird. Getting pissed on. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sit it at the bottom, man. It's a far departure.
I'll say the setting was pretty cool, but again, like, what are we doing at this point? So yeah, definitely the ass in for Tremors 5. So Brad, hopefully we can make a turnaround right here with freaking Tremors 4, man. So where are you putting this bad boy?
I'm actually going in, I was gonna have this at the bottom, but thinking back on, I haven't seen this movie in a while, but thinking back on it, it is kind of cool to see. Obviously, perfection being the setting helps a lot. It kind of goes back to the simple roots of them trying to figure out what's going on with the graboids. So it has some of that mystique about it. At least they try to work that in. It's weird as hell seeing Bert play his granddad. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. He throws in the mustache. He has a good time with it. Primitive freaking graboids, man. So I'll go up with what the hell is going on.
And that's actually the best way to describe Tremors 4 is what the hell is going on. Like, I know we're in the past, but a quick question, like, why are we going in the past? Because ain't like the original Tremors, like, we are introduced to these creatures for the very first time. Because you would think if they did Tremors 4, that the original Tremors would knew about these freaking graboids, you know, like naming them and all that. Like, so it was just kind of confusing at the same time. But you know what? It still has this little bit of entertaining and actually one good scene that has pretty decent tension to it. So I'm with you, Brad. I'll put it at the what the hell is going on.
Don't forget, Bert gets a cannon, or I guess his ancestor gets a cannon in that one too, and he's fucking doing some crazy shit. All right, but now we're getting into the good stuff, man.
Oh yeah, Tremors 3, man. Where are you putting Tremors 3?
So I actually don't mind this movie that much. I mean, I think it's not as good as the first two, but it's still a decent Tremors movie, man. Bert comes in, he becomes the protagonist in this one. Earl's gone, freaking Val is gone. They're both gone. So he takes over, go back to perfection. That's the tagline. They introduced the ass blasters here. A lot of fun moments in this movie. I'd still put it right in the middle, actually. Probably meals ready to eat.
Man, you know what, man? Good for you, dude. I think we're pretty much. I think I know where this is getting ready to go for the rest of this tearing up, man. But I absolutely agree with you. Good middle of the road movie, especially within this franchise. You definitely have a lot of fun with it. The ass blasters, I actually thought looked pretty decent for the time for this movie getting released. And it's actually just like, oh my god, what the hell can they do next with these graboids, man? They're gonna shoot fire out the ass, man. I'm like, okay, I'm freaking in. As long as Bert's in it, just shooting up graboids. I'm in it for the long run. You got my attention. Not my curiosity, but you definitely have my attention. So, meals ready to eat for Tremors 3.
And you know what? They bring back a lot of good characters from the first movie. A lot of plays into the nostalgia a bit too, so that's cool. All right.
They didn't bring back Reba McEntire. I am not interested.
Right. But they brought back the cow guy, the guy that's got the cattle. The ass blasted time is here. Tremors 2, it's Shrieker time. I really wanted to put this all the way up at the top just because as a kid, I always watched this movie the most in the franchise just because it was fun. I don't know. Seeing Bert at the end with that 50 cal just blowing through walls and shit was awesome. But I can't. I mean, I think Tremors, the original Tremors, is going to be on its own, its island as far as quality goes because it's just a one of a kind kind of deal. One of my favorite horror movies of all time. So Tremors 2, as much as I love it, I'm going to put it at ass blast and fun, but I also I really enjoy Earl in this thing, taking over the lead role by himself, and I thought Grady was actually a good time, and there was a lot of good moments in the movie, like with graboids exploding and then doing the RC cars and all that stuff's a lot of fun, and the new setting is fresh too. And then once they evolved, the graboids evolved to shriekers. It just changed. It's a whole new damn ball game is what they say. They're putting on freaking fire extinguisher dust. Man, this stuff is cold. All kinds of cool stuff there. Rice flour. Yeah, and then they multiply, and there's so many of them, and they have the explosion. It's a fantastic time. I think I'm going to have to put Tremors on an island, though, when it comes down to it.
Hell yeah, man. And so for Tremors 2, I actually posted this on Killerflix to kind of see how they feel on this movie, and they actually, for the most part, feel how I feel about it. criminally underrated. Like, why is I even posted, why ain't Tremors 2 being talked about more? Because I think it fulfills the lines of a successful sequel and your needs. It does double of everything. Does that mean is it better than the original Tremors? Hell no. But it is an absolute blast. I will actually give this a rewatch. I feel like this and the original Tremors are the only two movies within this franchise I will actually give rewatches to. When I'm having a cold rainy day and I don't want to do anything and just put on a movie, it's definitely going to be these two movies. But I'm with you, Brad. We can't disrespect the original. I think it has to be on this lonely island. So I'm putting Tremors 2 with you as blasting fun. And then let's go ahead and put the Tremors in Perfection, Nevada. And Brad, this is your baby, your movie. Why does it need to be here?
Well, the big part of it is it takes a lot. It takes 2/3 of the movie before you even see the graboid. You know, that's what's really cool about it. Is it starts off as this small town population of 10 in the middle of Nevada, a valley as big as the smorgasbord here, and just people are dying in weird ways. They're getting stuck up in towers. They're getting sucked under the ground. All kinds of weird stuff's going on. They get all cut off and isolated out there, but nobody knows what's actually happening. And it's a drip effect. It slowly gives us little clues as to what's going on. We get the worm attached to the car, and they're like, oh, these worms are eating people up. And then we find out later that it's actually this big ass thing that lives under the ground. It's really cool. And once that happens, the third act is just a blast, dude. They're all trying to get out of town. They get stuck on a rock. They're throwing these bombs out there and doing the trap things. And you see some good effect. This is still the best that the graboids have ever looked in this first movie, man. But when they're dying and shit, and a lot of good practical effects there. Good blood, more blood. They got a teeter.
Oh my god. No, more Tremors blood. But dude, you pretty much just said everything perfectly. I definitely have a great time with this, and plus Kevin Bacon, you could just tell that dude was just giving it his all in this movie. Him and the character Earl, just really giving it their all in this movie, and that's what makes this movie so much damn fun and so recognizable within the horror genre. And one of the damn good movies to experiment more evolved practical effects, like when we get into the early 90s. And I'm with you, dude. The graboids look freaking phenomenal in this movie. They definitely look like the best they've ever looked in this franchise. And plus we have freaking Bert being awesome, wearing his freaking Atlanta Hawks cap. Get the introduction to that. We get Reba McEntire. We get a fun setting, fun characters. So dude, I will say for this franchise, it is perfection in Nevada.
Hell yes, it is. I love it. Shift those tiers over a little bit so we can get the dick and balls formation.
Oh, wait, the what?
We got the 3 at the bottom. Yeah, it's from beer pong, but whatever.
My god, I am not going to do that. But Brad, do you want to recap this if it will end this video?
Yeah, quick recap, man. Starting at the bottom, obviously the ass end. That's going to be the 3 most recent movies where it just kind of turned into CGI fest, where they're just going out there and just doing silly stuff with not enough money to do it with. Fourth, not far behind it, is going to be Tremors 4 and What the Hell is Going On category, because it's just freaking silly too, but at least it does kind of have some of that slow burn aspect to it. And then right in the middle, Tremors 3, Meals Ready to Eat. We're having fun there, back in perfection. A lot of good moments there. Next up on the list, ass blasting fun, you got Tremors 2, which was a fantastic sequel, a lot of fun. And then at the top, obviously Perfection, Nevada, you have the one and only Tremors.
What do y'all think about our tearing it up list for the Tremors franchise? Do you agree with our tearing it up list? Or if we're wrong, show us your tearing up list, or let us know in the comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling. And Heather, thank you so much for such an amazing idea.
Wonderful idea, man. If you want to help us find the good reels, all of our links to our social medias are right down there in the description. The Patreon links down there as well. That's how this video came out to be. So check it out. Take a little gander when you can.
Oh my gosh, dude! I gotta get up here, man.
Get off the ground, Grady. Get off the ground.
So get off the ground, and so you could stay alive and see the next video.
Yeah. Oh man, your walls are shaking.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is crazy, dude.
No!